Hi everyone, happy Mother's Day, or at least it is Mother's Day in the UK today. The boys have just gone out to the shop, just the local shop. The last time I think I recorded a vloggy bit, if I'm right, was Friday when I was in tears. Which, apologies about that. I think I've said before that I kind of want to show you guys as much of the reality of my life as possible. And you know, there's no point in glossing over those kind of moments because those moments happen. And I think particularly when you're a mum, there's a lot of pressure on you to be a certain type of person, to be perfect, to be perceived as perfect, and it can be really, really hard. So, particularly today has not got off to the best start. I am determined not to cry in this video, or at least this segment of this video, because I've already done that. Did not have a very good night's sleep last night. I did have a bit of a lie-in, but that was more out of necessity than luxury. When I did get up, the boys were already up, and I thought, okay, you know, let's see how today pans out. I would have made overnight oats last night for my breakfast today because I really fancied it, but I didn't because I thought maybe they'll have done something for breakfast, I don't know, particularly as they got up before I did. I got up, I went in the kitchen and my husband was preparing dinner, and this was like 8 o'clock in the morning, so I thought, okay, you know, fine. But neither of them really said anything to me. I made my own, no, I didn't make anything at first. I sort of, because he was taking over the kitchen, because our kitchen at the moment isn't very big, I went back into the lounge. And then my little boy was whining for more breakfast because he just seems to want to eat and eat and eat. Because my little boy was asking my husband to make it, and my husband said, I'm sure mummy can do it for you, I'm busy. So I was like, okay, I guess that answers that question then, that I am making my own breakfast today. So I made breakfast for myself and made some toast for my little boy. And I had that, and I genuinely thought that they'd just forgotten, and that was a bit heartbreaking because yesterday my mother-in-law came up, and if you're watching this, hello, your son isn't useless all the time, honestly. Yeah, she came up yesterday and he gave her her card yesterday, so I thought, well, I'm pretty sure he hasn't actually forgotten, but correct me if I'm wrong if you're a mum. This is how I would want the perfect Mother's Day to go. It would involve, yeah, maybe a little bit of a lie-in, but then getting up to a really nice clean house so I didn't have to look around at all the mess and the jobs that I had to do. So that would be like easy first strike number one. Number two, maybe some kind of little breakfast or something. And then a card would be nice, but for me, it's not about the stuff, it's about the thought process and the fact that, generally speaking, mums do work blooming hard year round, and I think for the sake of just one day of not having to think about all that other stuff is personally all I want out of a Mother's Day. That's all I want. It's really simple. So, yeah, had breakfast, and then I was just about to put some washing on, and the boys were acting a little bit funny, so I thought, okay, maybe the pennies dropped. And I don't know what caused this, because we are having a few kind of mood issues, I suppose, with the boy at the moment. But he threw my Mother's Day card at me, and I just said, I tell you what, we'll do this later, shall we? And I just got up, I walked into the bathroom, had a shower, and was just in tears. So that is the reality of my Mother's Day. Things did get a little bit better earlier on. I'd dried my hair, and my little boy came up to me again with like take number 2 and gave me some flowers and helped me open my card, and there was a little present in there, and he'd chosen all of it, so that was really lovely. In fact, I'll show you because it's just behind me what I got. So I got some yellow roses, which regulars to the channel will probably recognise that I have If I have flowers in the background of a video, it's usually yellow roses because they are amongst my favourites. And then I already knew about this card because when I picked my little boy up from preschool on, I think it was Thursday, he had this with him. So this is the lovely little handmade card that he did at preschool. And then this is the card that he chose from the shops. And I'm not sure, because I've got a mirror, because where I am right now, you guys probably know there's a big window here and it's the perfect height for me to put my mirror to get ready because it gives me lots of natural light. And he's given me this little like ceramic heart which just fits over part of my mirror, and I'm not sure if I can take it off to show you. Oh, I can. So that's the little heart token that he chose in the shop apparently. And it just fits over the end of my mirror so I can look at that on a daily basis when I'm getting ready and remind myself that yes, my child does actually love me deep down and I must remember that. Oh, it's just so hard some days. And, you know, I'm not going to try and sugarcoat my life for the sake of making it look perfect because it most certainly isn't. So if you're going through a difficult time at the moment with your kids or just generally, let's all just have an internet virtual hug because life can be quite hard at times. Anyway, that is enough for today. I had great plans of what video I was going to do for Mother's Day. It did involve my little boy, but to be completely honest, unless he comes back from the shop in an entirely different mood to what he is at the moment, I'm not entirely sure if I want to do any fresh filming with him because I don't know how it will end up. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to post today. But there you go, like I said, that is the reality of the situation. So anyway, I will catch you guys later and hopefully it'll be a little bit more fun than what these last two segments have been. Okay, so Mother's Day continued. I just actually managed to film what I'm hoping has come out well, but quite a cute Q&A with my little boy. So that'll be what gets posted at some point today. And oh my goodness, my grey roots are showing through so badly. I think I need to get myself some of that, I can't think what it's called, but the powder stuff that you paint. Might have to give that a go. Yeah. It's Wednesday the 14th of March. It's my short week at work, or is, I don't know, my short week at work this week, and honestly, the state that my body is in right now just continues to annoy me. Oh my goodness. So this came up, I could feel it coming on Sunday night, and I haven't had a cold sore in a really long time. It's not since my little boy has been a baby really. And I get them if I'm feeling like run down and stressed. And I could feel it coming on, so I grabbed the Zavirax cream that I had, which was actually expired, but I thought it's better than nothing, and I put it on, and lo and behold, I woke up. This is actually looking better. This is day number 3 of it properly coming out, and oh my goodness, if you suffer from cold sores, you know exactly what I mean. They are truly hideous. They look horrible. I've suffered from them ever since I was tiny, about 4, possibly even younger than that, I'm not sure. And I used to get them underneath my nose. There's pictures of me when I was little and I'm just kind of a crusty, horrible mess, and it's awful. So I wouldn't wish it on anyone because they actually make you feel a bit rubbish as well. So I'm feeling a bit run down, and yeah, it's actually starting to heal now. Usually it's about a week or so, I think, for them to heal, but they're just one of those things where, especially in the early days, you can just feel it all the time, and they're very distracting and uncomfortable and just unpleasant. And you can kind of feel everyone looking at it. Anyway, don't really want to spend this whole segment just talking about this, but I thought I may as well mention it because, yeah, it's pretty obvious. So the day that this bloomed was the day of my first appraisal at work. So I was feeling a little bit nervous. I think I'd prepared for it quite well and I was feeling quite positive, and actually it went really, really well. And I'm very excited about my future and what I can do there. And I think I'm going to be doing some studying. Well, I don't think, I know I'm going to be doing some studying because I now have, amongst other things, I have an objective for the next year to pass a mortgage advisor exam. So that's really exciting, and it's more exciting than it is scary, but there is a scary element to it because I'm just hoping I haven't bitten off more than I can chew. But I do find it really interesting, and I was supposed to be going to sleep last night, and I did spend a little bit of time on the internet looking up kind of exam questions and stuff, based on the fact that I've not really done any study, but I just wanted to see what kind of stuff it brought up. And some of it I did actually know, some of it I didn't, so that's obviously where the study will come in. So yeah, that's quite an exciting life update. I just have to now find time to fit everything in. I'm sure it will be fine. But other than that, today it's miserable outside. Yesterday was beautiful. Today is grey and rainy. My mum is coming up today, so I think today is just going to be a day of catching up on housework, maybe starting to look into studying a little bit more because I'd rather start sooner rather than later and just gradually take this information in. I think it's like a 3-hour exam or something. I'm sure I read that somewhere. That's like a really long time. Anyway, so that's about everything that's going on at the moment, and I will catch you again later. Hi everyone, so it is, oh my goodness, I think it's Thursday the 17th of March, and I've been weighed today, and I was not looking forward to it. In fact, this was the first time I actually thought I wasn't going to go, because I just didn't want to face the scales, basically, because I knew I'd put on weight. Because I had hot chocolate and a panini last week with my friends. I have had a few kind of Mother's Day treats things which has splurged into the week. I've not been like super bad, but I knew I'd put on. I was pretty sure I'd put on. I have put on, but I've only put on ½ a pound, which, to be honest, I'm going to take that. I'm amazed. I thought it was going to be way more than that. So onwards and upwards, or downwards, as the case may be, in terms of weight. And it's just dawned on me that I am like, well, I'm a bit further away than I thought I was going to be for this target, but I am now £5 away from my Club 10, I think it is, when you've lost like 10% of your whole body weight. I think that's what that means. So that's something to aim for. Anyway, just a little update, not amazingly exciting. Yeah, so that will do it for right now. Hi everyone, it's Friday the 16th of March. I've just dropped the boy off to preschool, and somehow I did not have time to finish my makeup this morning, and that never happens. And I don't quite know how I run out of time so quickly today. But yeah, I've got no mascara on. I've done pretty much everything else. I did actually put some concealer on my cold sore today because it's got to the point where it's actually healing and drying up. And I just put a bit of makeup on it to make me look a bit more human really, and less crusty and disgusting. So it's quite nice to look in the mirror and not see it staring back at me, although I can still feel it. It's still pretty uncomfortable. In terms of today, I have quite a lot of editing to do. I have a lot of raw footage. I just need to sit down and do some editing, and one of them is going to involve a voiceover, so I do quite enjoy doing those, as you may well know, so I'm looking forward to doing that. And that's kind of going to be it for today. I've got a load of housework to do. Hopefully in between all of this I'll actually get some me time and do something that I really want to do. Oh, but also we're due to get some interesting weather this weekend potentially. We're due to get the snow again, even though it's actually quite mild at the moment. It's due to really get cold this weekend, and possibly, yeah, going to see some more snow, although it's been raining quite a lot, so I can't imagine it really settling. So we'll see. But of course, I will show you guys if we do get any, and as it's the weekend, we might actually be able to get out and kind of enjoy it properly. And I don't know if it's due to be as cold as it was the last time we got snow, because it didn't make it quite so enjoyable because it was really windy as well. Right, I think that's about it for the moment. I'm going to finish my makeup and actually put some mascara on. Some people just don't really wear it, and I think, wow, you know, they can actually really get away with it. I mean, it's a different look for me. I am not used to going around like this, but I looked in the mirror and I thought, I think I can go out. I don't think it's too bad. And I'm wearing Lancome's O2, is it Lis Rosé, the one that I used in my first impressions video that I thought was too pink for me. I don't know, I quite like this shade still. I've kind of narrowed it down to probably this one or beige porcelain. They're actually quite similar shades, and I don't think there are many shades between them either. I think crystalline, beige crystalline, is a bit too yellow, which in turn, when it goes on, makes me look a little bit pale. So yeah, it's probably going to be beige porcelain, or maybe even Lis Rosé. I don't know. The struggle of trying to choose the shade when there are 40 of them, and, you know, the match is pretty good. Anyway, I am babbling now, so I will speak to you guys later.
Mummy?
Yeah?
I'm going to get my camera.
Look at it. Wonder how much...
My camera.
Wonder how much deeper it's going to get.
Look at the snow.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ready?
Ready?
Steady. Oh! Do you want me to do it first? Shall I do it first? You can see what happens? Ah! Oh!
You want some? It won't come out very quick.
Daddy will just do a little bit.
I'll do a little bit. You ready? Open your mouth.
Oh, darling.
Fine. Let Daddy do it now.
What about on your hand? On your hand?
Wow.
See?
Doesn't come out very quick.
Is that nice?
Should we do some in your mouth? You ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Yay! So it is Thursday the 22nd of March. I feel like I haven't picked up the camera in ages, which is possibly true because it does feel like it's been a while, although in reality it probably actually hasn't been. The hostage situation is nearly at an end. We're on the downward phase of this cold sore. Honestly, it's been the best part of a good week and a half of this, but we're getting there. So I am off to get weighed in a minute. I just need to sort my non-workday bag out because I have 2 bags now. I don't know if I told you guys about this. I did my what's in my bag video a little while ago, and that was a grey suede bag, which actually I've decided is just my work bag now, because then I picked up in the Fat Face sale a gorgeous kind of sandy browny colour suede bag. Bit of a theme, and that is my kind of non-workday bag. I never thought I would be a 2-bag person, but there you go. So I now need to go transfer everything from one bag to another. It makes sense in my head, honestly. But can we just take a minute? Now, I don't know if this is really going to show up, but oh, have these curls come out pretty today. They are super soft. They are very ringlety. They look absolutely gorgeous. However, this is the problem I always have. When my hair has been freshly styled, it looks beautiful and I'm really happy with it. But then throughout the day, my hair just loses definition. It gets fluffier. I have to keep redampening it, which does work. It does help get the definition back and fight the fluffiness. But why can't it just stay like this all day? I mean, I've got a bit of a weirdy bit going on here somewhere. But generally speaking, I'm really pleased with how my hair has come out today. And I know that it's only going to get worse, which is such a shame. So if anyone's got any suggestions on how to make it hold a bit better, please let me know, because it's so frustrating. I'm actually getting through hair products, which is fantastic. I have literally just put one in my empties, which is amazing. I'm very happy about that. But yeah, I just need to find something that's going to make the curl hold, because I feel like I have got to the point where I can create a nice do, but it just doesn't last. So any tips, any product recommendations, let me know. So anyway, I will see you guys in a few hours and I will let you know what this week's weight loss is. Because last week I put on ½ pound, which I was kind of amazed it wasn't more, to be honest. I've been pretty good most of the week. I pretty much stayed on plan on the weekend, which doesn't often happen. So I'm kind of hoping that there is going to be some kind of loss, even though it's just probably going to be a little one. We'll see. Hello, so I am back from weigh-in and oh my goodness, is it colder out there than I thought it was. It's absolutely freezing and it's quite windy as well. Just take those off just in case the reflection is being a bit annoying. So I lost £1 pound, which I'm happy about. Put on a pound, no, didn't put on a pound. Put on ½ pound last week, lost £1 pound this week. I would have liked more, of course I would, but it is what it is. I think next week will be quite good, provided I can behave myself fairly well. Easter is going to be interesting because chances are we're probably going to be given quite a bit of chocolate, so I'm going to have to restrain myself next weekend, not this weekend. And I've given myself a little bit of a mental kick because whilst I was at group, I did actually stay to group today, and I don't always do that. I had a look through the calendar and I counted how many weigh-ins it is between now and my birthday in July. And it's actually only 16, which I know sounds like a lot, but if I carry on doing this kind of £1/2 pound on, £1 pound off, 1.5 pound, you know, this kind of dance that I've been doing with my weight, then I'm not actually going to have lost as much as I thought by the time my birthday comes around, because I was hoping to be quite close to whatever my target is going to be by my birthday. We did talk about that today. I have no idea what my target is, which is fine because not everyone does. I just need to swap arms a minute. So yeah, I have no idea because I've been overweight for such a huge amount of my life now. I have no idea what my weight should actually be for my height, and I get thrown by this every single day. Well, not every single day, but whenever someone tells me or I see something on TV, like how tall someone is and how much they weigh, it really surprises me. So I may not be as far away as I think I am, but I have no idea. I wish I had a bit of a crystal ball, because at least it would give me a number to actually count down to. But until I get close to it, I don't think I really know what it ultimately is going to be. Anyway, that was a bit waffly. So yeah, 16 weigh-ins until my birthday. If I lost £2 every week between now and then, which we know, given my previous check-ins on weigh day, is unlikely every single week, I'll have lost £32, which is amazing. But yeah, I thought I would be a little bit lighter by the time that would come around, and I'm not even sure if I'm capable of losing £2 every single week. So something needs to change, basically. I either need to stick to the plan 90% of the time, because at the moment I'm a bit naughty. I do try and be as lenient as possible with it. I need to step up my exercise as well. It's been challenging recently because of the weather and not being very well. So maybe I'll start to pull in some bigger numbers now that I'm feeling a lot better and can actually exercise a bit more, because exercise does make a big difference. So I'm really, really hungry. It's only like 12 o'clock or something, but I need to go get something to eat because, yeah, I'm super hungry. So I will catch you guys again probably tomorrow, I'm thinking, on Friday. Yeah, so I will see you tomorrow. Oh, and something I forgot to mention is, see how fluffy my hair's gone? And it's only been a couple of hours. I mean, it could be worse. It's not too bad. But yeah, I could do with something to give me a bit more hold, really. So anyway, just thought I'd add that quick little thing in. Yeah, it's not too bad, but it could definitely be a lot better.